Credit scores improve, real estate goals achieved. That's what we're covering on today's show. So go ahead and call, text, and email your friends and family and tell them to turn to the Ask Annie show on KGGR 1040 AM to find out about improving your credit scores. This is Annie Roth, ROL, F as in Frank, E as in Edward. I am a licensed realtor and loan originator with Beam Real Estate and Beam Mortgage, NMLS number 336327. So let's jump right into the show. Today we have as our guest Jennifer, all the way from the country of Kuwait, and we're talking about how credit scores soar. Jennifer, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing just excellent. Thank you for joining us on the show today. I would like to start out by asking a question. What made you pick up the phone and call me to assist you in real estate?
My sister just purchased her home, and she referred me to you as a realtor. She said the process was easy and smooth, and that you were a great realtor. So she referred me to you, and I wanted to purchase a home, so I contacted you.
Okay, well, I would like to thank you for contacting me, and I would like to thank your sister for referring you to me. It has been a pleasure working with her and with you as well. In this home buying process, you really had a big challenge. Tell me about that.
Yes. At first, the first problem was my credit score. On my credit score, there were things that weren't supposed to be on there on my credit report, things that were reported incorrectly, and just the whole credit process was a trial within itself. And after that, it was just the process of finding the home, and then we're still going through the process right now, but you have to just hang in there.
Well, that is good, and you have done well in working on your credit and doing the things that are necessary. So you started out at the point where you had to get your credit together in order to be able to do your goal as purchasing a house. Did you think that that was going to be attainable for you?
I did. I didn't know that it was so much involved, and I didn't know that it was so much stuff on my credit.
And then now, so once you have gone through this process and we worked so diligently together, and you've been very good working with your credit from Kuwait, because that has been a challenge. You started out in Jordan and then you moved over to Kuwait. So we had to work with time zones. We had to work with you trying to get the things taken care of you need all the way from overseas. But now that you've gotten to that point and then you have a contract on your house and we're working towards your closing, how do you feel about that?
I feel that it is going to be one of those goals that is going to be a great achievement for myself, being the age that I am, and doing what I need to get and doing what I need to do and staying at it, completing a task. That's what it looks like to me, and it's an achievement because it's been a long road, but in the end, I know that I'll be happy because I love the home that I picked, and I love the area, and so I know that at the end of the day, it'll be worth it.
Now, moving forward with your credit, what have you learned in the process of us working together? Because I know a lot of people, they work on your credit, but the way I work is I work with you and we work together to improve your credit score. Looking towards the future, how now, with the experience of what it takes to correct all of those different things and to do it correctly and legally, then how do you look as far as moving forward in the future? What do you see in maintaining your credit?
Maintaining it, the things that I had to do that I was taught by you and I learned as far as working with you is that, it's a lot of things that you need to do to keep up your credit score. And those things, you give us the tools that you need to keep your credit score up, maintain it, and things that you should pay off and things you should get rid of and how you should maintain your credit. All those things are taught. Like you taught me all of that as far as opening up different accounts and things to keep my credit score where it needs to be and to maintain that.
Well,
So
that is
I think that I would just keep, working at it because I know that it works because it has worked for me.
okay, and that's good. What would you like to share with the audience who are listening about the knowledge and the experience that you're taking away from purchasing a home? What would you tell them personally about the process of people who are out there who may think, I can't do this, this is too hard for me, I don't know where to begin? What would you tell them?
I feel like no matter how old you are, no matter how much money you have, if you are willing to work at it and work to keep it and work to have it, it can be yours. It's achievable if you just believe in yourself. You don't have to have anybody else believe in you. As long as you believe in yourself and you're willing to put up the work and the effort, Miss Annie will get you in that house. I guarantee you. It will happen. You just have to stick with it.
Well, you know what, your words are so kind, Jennifer. I thank you so much. I thank you for being our guest today, because we're going to be talking to the audience more about the just touching on credit improvement, because you know, from it, as you say, that it's such a lengthy process until we can't tell it all in the little 15 minutes we have. But I thank you, because I wanted you to come on, because you have experienced it, you've worked diligently with it, and you're about to reach your goal. You're right there at the threshold of reaching your goal. So I'm very proud of you. And again, I thank you for just allowing me to service you to help you reach your real estate goal. Thank you for being on our show today, and you have a wonderful day. You are listening to the Ask Annie Show. If you have any real estate questions or concerns, you may reach me, Annie Roth, immediately after the show at 214-347-3107. If you're outside of the Dallas-Fort Worth calling area, dial 1-855-54-ANNIE. That's ANNIE. Or visit my website at www.askanniefirst.com. Well, we just had Jennifer from Kuwait on the show as our guest, talking about credit scores, and we were discussing the process that we went with her credit scores. I am going to talk about today a few things that you could do on your own in order to increase your credit score. And then after that, I will basically talk about some of the things that you can do to increase it quickly. I always tell people you did not get into the situation that you're in overnight. So it doesn't always get improved overnight. Sometimes it's like going to the doctor and the doctor running a diagnosis on you. One person's case may not work with another, and I always tell someone there's things that you could do, and over a process of time it will improve your score. There are other things that you could do that can get your scores improved quickly. If you're trying to get your scores improved quickly, and it's for real estate, whether you want to buy a home, refinance your home, get financing for a home, whatever your goals are, that's where I can assist you. And I don't do any guesswork. We do run diagnostics tests on your scores to determine what exactly needs to be done. We strategically plan it to get your scores up. Some people are able to get up into 30, 40 days. Some people are longer. It depends on what's wrong with your credit, and how intense it is, and how often, how you are committed to working with me. So I want to talk a little bit about the credit score. The average credit score that most lenders want you to have is a 640 middle score, and they pull three scores. They normally pull a TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, and they will take the middle score and use that as your credit score that they're going to go by. Now, as I said, it's normally 640, but in some instances you still have lenders who will go a little bit lower. The requirements may be a little more intense, but there are things out there, especially for like first-time home buyers who are maybe getting down payment assistance. The requirements are lower. Sometimes they will go with 620 on that. And then there are some other lenders who are out there who are willing to go lower. But if you go lower, then you're going to have to deal with more, and you may not get the loan that you're looking for. So we talk about increasing your scores, and increasing your scores quickly. It is crucial that you understand that your credit report and the importance of a good credit score rating. When you borrow money, your lender sends information to the credit bureau, which issues a credit report on how you've handled your debt. The bureau determines a credit score, and it's based on the calculations of five major factors in your credit report. One of those being is your previous credit performance. That's normally about 35% of how your score is calculated. How have you paid the debt that you've already had? And then your current level of indebtedness. How much money have you borrowed, and then how much do you owe? What is your balance? They do not like to see really, really high balances, like for instance you borrowed 500 and you owe 500, or you owe $350. Those things like that will affect your credit score as well. And that's about 30%. About 15% of this particular factor is time the credit has been in use. How long have you had your credit score? If you have a new account that is just open, you're not going to get as much as you have an older account. And then about the 15% part is about the types of credit available. Is it a mortgage? If you have a mortgage, it's going to shoot your credit score up very high if you're paying on time. You miss one payment, that can shoot your score down about 100 points, sometimes 50 points, 60 points. But if you pay your bills on time, then it will shoot it way, way up. And then the pursuit of new credit is about 5%. If you're constantly trying to get credit and you're not obtaining credit, but you have a lot of inquiries, that can have a negative effect on you. And it's so much to talk about, I just can't take it and do it all at one time. You have different levels of very poor, poor, average, average credit, good credit, great credit, and excellent credit. Do you know where your credit score lies? If you're about a 760 to 849, you have excellent credit. You have 700 to 759, somewhere around there, then your credit is great. If you have 660 to 699, your credit is good. An average score is about 620 to 659, but you are poor and very poor if you are going up under that. So I really would like to talk to you again. You're listening to the Ask Annie show. Make sure that you call me immediately after the show if you have any questions. I am here to help you get in your home, reach your real estate goals, refinance your home, sell your home, whatever you're needing to do. You can call me at 214-347-3107. If you're outside of the Dallas area, again, you can call 1-855-54-ANNIE, 1-855-54-ANNIE, or visit my website at www.askanniefirst.com. Wow, we just keep running out of time. It's so much information. I'm trying to just get it all in at the same time and just get it in quickly. But again, if you need assistance in buying, selling, financing, or refinancing real estate, call me. Call me. I am here to help you. I really care about your situation. I don't want you to be taken advantage of. I don't want you to sit out there and think that there is no help or you cannot trust the person who you're talking to. My number is 214-347-3107. Again, www.askanniefirst.com. Even if you're working with other realtors, loan officers, if you just have a question, stay with the people you're working with. Give them an opportunity and a chance. Normally, the realtors and the loan officers out there are out there to help you. You just got to tell them what you need. So I just thank you for listening to the show. This is the Ask Annie show. Listen to us next week because we're going to have Tony Andrade back on our show to talk about how to help you sell your properties in distress circumstances. Thank you and have a wonderful day.